You've had some misunderstandings because text messages don't convey your tone or intention. Yeah, you're always going to be a disadvantage as a chatter when talking to a streamer about a nuanced issue because you're typing a thing. There are times I like completely misread people's tone and I think they're typing a serious thing, but there's some sort of like joke, double entendre, whatever, that like doesn't come off when you don't say it. Right? It doesn't really come off in text. And then someone will be like, no, I meant this thing. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I'm like, well, that experience was lame. You know, it would have been funnier if I got it, you know? But yeah, there's a lot of that. It's just hard. Your chat is full of dry humor having asses. Oh, I know. Chat reflects the streamer, realistically. Always. Just use Kappa. Kappa helps. Kappa genuinely helps a lot. If you type something that's like kind of dry, just throw a Kappa on the end and it helps so much, for real. There are so many jokes I go to type in my friends' chats and I just backspace because I read it back to myself. I wait a second, close my eyes, open my eyes, read it, and I go, that is not coming off the way it is if I said it. You know, so there's so many times I will just straight up backspace and type nothing because I'm like, I can't make this one work. Gotta convey tone somehow with text. Yeah, and like tone indicators are a newer thing. I was not raised on the internet with tone indicators. That was not a thing that we had. So for me, that's kind of, I don't know. I don't love them. They also don't fully encompass it. I think emotes are better if you can because they all have their own little bits of flavor, right? Emotes are the ultimate tone indicators. 100%. The best tweets are the ones never being sent. Always. I can't stand Twitter. I can't stand it. No one can read anymore. No one can read anymore. Not just on Twitter in general. No one can read anymore. They think being able to read words is reading, but the comprehension, the cognition is like at an all-time low. It's insane, man. I've been seeing it so much the past couple years. Oof. The comprehension is really bad. And I've realized is a lot of creators that are drama-free and thriving, like doing well in general, what they do is the way they speak and the way they type, they're appealing to like the lowest common denominator, right? They're like, what's like the pocket of my audience with the lowest reading comprehension ability? I'm going to type things in a way for them specifically because otherwise it gets misinterpreted. And that's literally what I see people doing that. And I'm like, oh my God, they're adjusting their behavior because they know that people can't read. I don't know, man. They do it with speaking too. And it's become a genuine talent to be able to like take your complex thought and be able to really water it down to that. It's a little scary. Layman's terms. Yeah, I mean it the way I said it though. You guys are trying to make it sound nicer, but I don't think there is a nicer way of doing it because they are actively doing it that way. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like they're actively thinking about it that way, which is interesting. That's why people prefer voice message. Even with voice messages, I think the thing that's interesting to me is even with people listening to a streamer speak, right? Even then, I feel like people's comprehension, like not just reading comprehension, but situational comprehension, language comprehension has been going down. Like I used to say it was just reading comprehension and like, oh, if you say it, people understand a lot better. They do, but I think even that has gotten worse. And it's not just vocabulary. Vocabulary is a part of it, but people's ability to hear someone speak and read into what they're saying properly has gone down. That's the part that's spooky for me. That's the part that's real spooky. I don't know. Then we get into all these like existential thoughts, you know, like yeah, critical thinking, all of that. And you know, we know a good part of it is just straight up internet brain rot doing this to people, right? But it's a lot of things, man. And it makes it scary when like your job is talking to people and people ask your opinions on things all the time and you're like, oh God. You know, it's tough. It's really tough. It's one thing if you're making a video and you're editing it and you're getting it out exactly the way you want to say it, but when you're speaking live, I don't know.